The ICP 2025 roadmap has just been released by the DFINITY Foundation a couple days ago, and today in this video we're going to be reacting to the ICP roadmap video that the DFINITY Foundation made. So take a look at this on their official Twitter, updated ICP roadmap 2025, introducing 40 plus new features across 10 milestones to supercharge ICP in 2025. Watch the new ICP roadmap video. Now this video is 36 minutes long and my camera will probably die at some point. So I think we're probably just going to watch, we're going to do the first 20 minutes of this video, and then we can do a part 2 if this video does well. But we're going to do the first 20 minutes in this video. So yeah, let's get into it.
Delivering on the vision of a world computer is no easy task. So let's take a look at how the DFINITY Foundation is navigating that challenge, examining the different steps that we're taking and hearing from those at the forefront working towards making that vision a reality. Before we get started, let's hear from our founder and chief scientist, Dominic Williams.
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining DFINITY's 2025 roadmap update. I'm going to say a few words before handing you over to the R&D folks who will go through the upcoming changes in detail. One very exciting thing I want to draw your attention to is that the caffeine platform has made it onto our official roadmap for the first time.
Ooh.
This reflects the impending dawn of the self-writing internet paradigm on the internet computer and our coming out of stealth and approaching a first release, which will be incredibly important for the internet computer network and ecosystem generally. The self-writing internet is a paradigm that enables anyone to build, update, and own custom internet functionality, such as websites, web apps, internet services, and enterprise applications, just by talking to AI in their native, natural language. For example, an individual might create a personal branding website or a wedding planning portal. An entrepreneur might create an e-commerce website or a sharing economy app with Web3 Rails, and an enterprise might create a corporate portal or CRM system. Anything basically, all just by talk.
You know what? There's a lot of people, everyone in the community or just people in general are talking about caffeine AI, but I really, people have a lot of speculation on what it is, what it's not, what's come out of it. I did make a video in the past on my channel that covered a DApp that was made actually from caffeine AI, but it wasn't totally fleshed out. And my opinion on it is really, we just got to wait to see what it looks like when it's actually live, because in my experience so far, and this is like pretty much everyone's experience, like there's things that happen in the demo and then things go live, and it's a totally different ball game when things are live. So I only give a shit about products when they're actually live. I mean, like betas are cool and like all that stuff, it's cool to see what it can become and everything. But like when you go live, it's like, I guess the difference between, like warm-ups in like a sports game and then like the real game, it's totally different things. But anyways. Yeah.
Okay. Apps created using the self-writing internet will be completely sovereign because they run entirely from a public network, and their creators own the underlying source code and the data involved. Plus, they will be tamper-proof, a level of...
And I think what he just said there about the creators owning the code and everything is one of the because there's something like caffeine AI called Lovable, and it's gotten really, really big in the past year, and it's there's been talks in the ICP community, is caffeine AI just a Web3 copy and paste of Lovable? But Kyle Langham from DFINITY put out a tweet a bit ago talking about the differences between the two platforms. And of course, once again, we're just gonna have to see how that all plays out in the long term.
Security that delivers immunity to traditional cyber attacks and unstoppable, a level of resilience only blockchains can provide because they are powered by an evolution of smart contract software. It's a game-changing paradigm. Some new items in the roadmap are directly related to enabling the self-writing internet, such as enhancements to the Motoko programming language, which introduces incredibly innovative, advanced new technology that makes it easier and safer for AI to build solo. But many new advances you'll see in the roadmap are more general, such as improvements in scalability, reductions in data storage costs, and DeFi 2.0 functionalities.
DeFi 2.0
We want the internet computer to be the perfect next generation secure network platform for human developers and AI building solo, and for humans and AI building together. The self-writing internet heralds a new age, and we in the ICP community are on the cusp of something absolutely incredible. With that, I'll hand you over to the folks from R&D who will provide a detailed overview of the roadmap changes. Bye for now.
Now,
That was great. Yeah, I really just want to see Caffeine AI in live. I think everybody does. That's like actually what matters. You know, talk is cheap, but then again, the product going live is what actually matters. We're going to see, you know, is this going to be something that people are actually going to use, or just going to be cool computer science that, you know, some people like. So there's a big, you know, that's kind of what I want to see. I want to see, hopefully Caffeine AI can be something that, you know, is something people actually want to use. And yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, there's a lot of hype behind it and everything, but we'll just see what it's like. And also, I think it's going to be interesting to see how caffeine's going to be able to, I think just the main, you know, because, you know, Lovable is a big competitor to caffeine. And I think that's going to be a tough challenge for Dfinity to see how they're going to be able to get the consumer to actually give a shit to use their product over Lovable. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that's going to play out.
Dominic just laid out the bigger vision that is guiding the development of ICP. We're here to reflect on the key goals that will drive us for the coming months in pursuit of that vision. To get us started, let's briefly revisit and examine some of the key components that factor into the vision that was just laid out. I am joined by Jan Kamenisch, Chief Technology Officer, and Samuel Buri, Vice President of Engineering. Welcome, both.
Hi, Tracy. Pleasure to be here.
Now, Jan, clearly there's this bigger picture of a world computer that we're working towards, but for the uninitiated, how has this inspired and influenced the design of ICP?
Our mission is to reinvent compute because the current IT stack no longer really works. For instance, last year, the cost of cyber attacks was more than $10 trillion. Maintaining operating software has become much, much more costly, and these numbers just increase like crazy. So we need to take a different approach and reinvent compute, and that's what the Internet Computer Protocol does.
Now, one of the things that's going to be interesting, which I talked to someone about this, who's a very knowledgeable dev in the IC, is, of course, the Internet Computer, you know, it, you know, protects the software and code against, you know, cyber attacks, blah, blah, blah. But the challenge, I think, when it comes to getting enterprises to actually use the Internet Computer, et cetera, is there's like a lot of things that need to happen in order to just move over to a new stack. It's not like just something easy to move over to a new stack. So it's going to be interesting to see how Dfinity is going to navigate that and actually getting big, large corporations to use their stack. And maybe it just takes a couple more big hacks for it to happen, but we'll see.
Now, one of the key components of that approach revolves around sovereignty. Can you shed a bit more light on that?
Yeah, because complexity of the current systems, it was no longer possible for people to maintain their systems themselves. So they had to use cloud computing and give away their data, their software into the hands of third parties that run them, these softwares for them.
Yeah, first you want to make sure your compute and data is not just placed on one single machine. You replicate it across many machines. And additionally, you then want to make sure that these different machines or nodes are not controlled by just one party. They should all be controlled by different parties, by different entities. And so as a result, you no longer have a single point of trust. You have no single point of failure. Security increases, reliability, robustness increases. And that leads then to these higher security guarantees.
Okay, so you have this sovereign, secure platform. But I guess then the natural follow-up question is a platform on its own enough, or are there additional elements and components that need to be built on top?
Well, a platform is like an island, right? Out in the ocean, nobody can reach it. So you need to make it easy for people to use this platform because it's a new platform. So it's all about adoption, ease of use, both for developers and users. So you need additional services on top of that, such as like payment, which in this space, of course, payment tokens is of built in from scratch, but you need other stuff like identity, so people can, prove stuff about themselves, can authenticate in a secure way, can easily use these applications that developers build.
So there's sort of the core suite of services or features that need to be built out in order to help bridge the gap and make it a bit more user-friendly for developers. Now, Sam, what Jan just described is obviously quite an undertaking with a lot of different components that need to sort of symbiotically contribute to the overall success and adoption of the technology itself. What does the ecosystem look like today, and how has adoption evolved over the course of the last year or so?
We have seen phenomenal growth in the last few months, which makes me, I think, our entire team super happy. We have seen the cycle burn, so basically usage going up. If we look at the last Electric Capital report, in terms of dev growth, we are only second to Solana. So ICP is really at the forefront, and that's very motivating for the entire ecosystem.
So I actually got this, what Sam's saying here, brought up to me by James Allen on a show. A lot of you guys who are watching this probably know who he is. He's like maybe the biggest ICP YouTuber, maybe him or Jerry, I don't know. And I said basically there's been a lot of what Sam's saying is correct, that there has been a lot of growth in the ecosystem compared. I've been in this ecosystem, like really deep in the ICP ecosystem since end of 2022. So it's been over 2 years. So I've been here for a little while, every single day and everything. And there has been a lot of tremendous growth. I think one thing that kind of is annoying about, there's actually a lot, I talked to Kyle Langham and he told me there's 40 plus Bitcoin projects that are building on ICP. And it kind of sucks because it doesn't really feel like that. Maybe the projects just don't want to talk about it. But I just wish the projects that were building on ICP would talk more about that it's built on ICP for the sake of your bags, because token performance is a lot of hype. And, for the sake of your bags, you should want projects to say, hey, we're built on ICP and we're building on ICP. And look what we're doing in Bitcoin DeFi with ICP. So, yeah.
Same time, you see super attractive new projects. We have been working a lot on the Chain Fusion. Chain Fusion allows you to hold and control assets on other chains. And that's also a perfect means of not just forcing developers or end users to jump ship and go directly from some other chain into the ICP world, but they can keep their assets where they are, they can keep the smart contracts where they are, but augment them, and that allows to make a transition step by step, or just use both.
Now, obviously, Jan, this is an incredibly powerful technology, but that also comes with a bit of a different set of hurdles with regards to other Web3 protocols when it comes to actually onboarding new developer talent in particular.
In the last year, we've really started shifting more towards analyzing funnels where users come in, where developers come in, where they drop off, and we're removing a lot of these friction points now. And one of the milestones of the roadmap also is ICP.Ninja, or the milestone is called Coulomb. And there's about first-time developers who just want to experiment with the platform, see what ICP is all about, what you can do on it.
And, to my last point, I kind of want to say this because, I've been getting comments about this recently, so I might as well just say this. But because a lot of people say, well, they're going to watch this video and say, well, they're talking about how great everything's going, but look at the token price. The token price is in the dumps. Now, first of all, the whole macro is, in my opinion, is pretty bearish right now, which I don't think I need to talk about in this video. I think the alt sentiment will come back in 2025, but right now I don't think it's there. But a lot of people say, why has ICP underperformed, etc. This cycle? And to be brutally honest, there's a lot of it has to do with hype. This is something I'm not going to sit on here and lie to you guys. A lot of token performance has to do with hype. Quite literally, how many people are talking about the token and the platform on social media. I'll tell you with Solana, the first thing I noticed, and I made a lot of money off Solana. I bought in big at $15, all right? And I wrote that shit up to $200, okay? And you can even go through my Twitter and everything and, look. And one of the things that stood out to me with Solana and why I bought and why I was bullish on it, was accumulating in 23 at low ranges, was the fact that there were so many fucking people on Twitter talking about it, all right? I saw it. Ansem was a big reason of it because I've known Ansem for a while and he was always talking about it, but hype actually does matter. And when it comes to token performance, I hope you guys understand that it does matter. Technology can be, I'll give you an example of a project, not ICP, that has a token that's in the dumps, but it's actually a good project. Cosmos, look what's happening in Cosmos, all right? Cosmos is a great project that has utility, etc. All right, I'm just gonna keep going with my rant, camera died. Anyways, Cosmos is a great project, that, you know, has utility, etc. And the token price is in the dumps. Now, why is the token price in the dumps? Well, there's just no fucking hype around it. You know, there's a lot of people who are using the Cosmos SDK, but they're not saying it's built on Cosmos. Ticker Atom. You know, I'm sorry guys, a part of this token performance game is a lot of it is marketing and projects saying they're built on the platform. That's why I don't like when these, you know, projects are built on ICP, but they're not willing to say it, because for the sake of your bags, it's not helping. All right, so you should want everyone to be talking about how they're building ICP, because people are building on ICP and there is growth in the network, but we need that to be realized and people to actually say it, so we can get the token performance to be a little bit better. All right. So yeah, let's carry on. I think I'm going to pause this at 10 minutes. So yeah.
They can go there just using their browser. They'll see some samples. They can compile those samples in the browser, upload it automatically onto the ICP network. They try it out and also see how it is for developers to write smart contracts on ICP. Every smart contract on ICP has their own URL. And that's all they need to do. Just enter URL and you're done. So check it out. Go to icp.ninja and try for yourself.
AI is a wonderful tool in this regard because it allows users or developers to get off the ground very quickly. So you write the prompt and boom, you have a small application, and you write some more prompts, you modify it, and so the time you spend from let's give it a try to something is working is shortened significantly, and it gives you the feeling, wow, it works, and it makes you more curious. And of course then you want to dig deeper. You may then have to learn some of the new terminology, new concepts.
So Jan, about a year ago, we published the first roadmap in this particular format. And today
I think we're going to end it at there because we're almost at 10 minutes. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like. I'll do a part 2 and cover the next, I guess, 20 minutes or so. Hopefully my camera doesn't die next time, of the ICP roadmap. But go follow me on X at @AaronBremser_. That is where I'm most active. And also join my Telegram. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, leave a like and everything. And yeah, I'll see you next time.